behalf of both of us, myself and Stephanie, and our entire Win and Shoot Filmworks family, it's our absolute pleasure to welcome you to the 23rd Annual Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival. Please give yourself a round.
Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, how you doing?
Well, I'm in Martha's Vineyard, Oak Bluffs in particular, where Black joy is unbridled. So I'm doing great.
Tracy Ellis Ross has a lot of baggage to unpack. Tell us about it.
Well, I just have a lot of baggage. Yeah, I have a packing philosophy. It's BIA, bring it all.
Bring it all?
Yeah.
But when you bring it all, do you bring joy? Because that's the theme of this year's Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival.
Well, it's also my birth certificate middle name. So yes.
Okay.
Tracy Joy.
An Emmy, an Oscar, a Grammy, a Tony. I'm sitting with an EGOT winner here at the 23rd Annual Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival.
Yes, sir.
And I am in awe of you. What brings you to the island?
Thank you so much. You know, first of all, I love it here. Being here for the festival is a dream again.
We are sitting with the queen herself, Mara Brock Akil. And in my Yoruba culture, Nigerian, you do not show up to talk to a queen without an offering.
Oh my goodness.
Also in my Nigerian culture, we are scammers. I took that from the green room. She already has one of those.
We've been authentic.
Yeah, we've been real authentic.
To know that we have parented our children to chart their own path, and that brings me joy to give me more space to go do what I want to do. You know, do more of what I'm here to do.
When instinct and the character takes over, it is such a joyous moment, and I never want it to be over.
I think the people bring me joy, like getting them to see my art and to resonate with it. It's a beautiful feeling.
The theme of this year's African American Film Festival, the joy of creating. What sparks that for you?
I mean, in this business, really, like everything does. I never take showing up for work for granted.
Where does Beth Ann Hardison find joy now?
Tequila.
I'm a Reposado and Añejo person, so I'll do Mastro Dobel.
When you asked that question before, you do get joy out of knowing that there's been some success and you can see it. You know, that was the objective. I was trying to change industries, not just my industry. I use my industry. As I say in the film, that was the tool I had in the chest, was the fashion model.
In your role, what are you hoping to bring forward, that how to advance how we look in the brand? How are you going to do that?
You know, again, Ralph has always been kind of this aspirational brand, and it's such an American brand. And so we're really just looking for ways to tell and to find these really interesting American stories in these really beautiful pockets of American culture, from the West to the Northeast to places in the South like HBCUs, that really embody that American spirit.
D. Wade, what brings you to Martha's Vineyard and the African American Film Festival?
Well, first of all, just really honored to be here. I'm the face of a fragrance called Intuition by Estee Lauder.
I'm smelling lavender. I'm smelling leather. That's what I'm supposed to smell, right?
Yeah. Well, a lot of things. You're smelling my energy. You're smelling my aura.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm standing next to the aura.
That's what we're smelling right now.
But, let it rub off on me.
It's just a little aura, you know, and obviously Intuition helps with that aura.
This room of power would not have been put together if not for the brilliance of one man who is here. It is an honor to speak about Floyd A.B. Brands, the founder and creator of the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival.
As a Black creator, how important is it that you show your film here at the film festival, which is a stage for Black creators?
I mean, I know of the vineyard, I knew of its history, but experience it firsthand and getting to come in an artistic capacity, this is one of the best ways to do anything.
Oh, this is the festival. This is the festival. You know what I'm saying? I've always dreamed of being here and just having a project that we can partner on. This was a no-brainer. It wasn't even a decision. It was like, no, we have to be there this year.
Well, I'm here. Listen, Julian Gooden directed an amazing documentary on Katrina, just 20 years after what happened in New Orleans, we really focused on sports, though, how sports brought the city back, how sports brought the city together.
I hope that I can inspire people that look like me to stay in this fight, because we have always been the ones that have saved this country, even if this country didn't deserve our hard labor.
Now, how important do you feel that art being done by people of color is to the fight for equitable treatment in the African American community?
I think it is essential for several reasons. One, it says to us who we are, and it puts value on who we are. And it says that our uniqueness and creativity and the fact that we could go through such stark oppression and still be excellent in the arts at the same time ripped off the veil of inferiority that was placed on us by the broader culture. It is also important to the broader culture because they see that they were raised on myths and lies about us. How can you see us in our performative ways and our creative ways and think that that's an inferior being?
Could you say something to a young actor or actress that sees where you're sitting, sees your accomplishments, and says, I want that for myself one day? What advice would you give them?
The biggest advice I would tell them is that where you are now is not going to define where your future is. Right? There's a journey, and you have to fall in love with the process first.
But I think that the only advice that I could give to an aspiring writer is to write. And to do that every day until you feel as though you have really honed this craft.
I think the thing I'll say, which is something I wish somebody had said to me sooner, is to find a way to make your own work.
Well, I guess you gotta love your craft. You know, you gotta love your craft, and you gotta be allowed to grow.
Yo, we gonna have to stop calling you Lil. You big. The way you standing now, you standing on business. Big.
You know what's funny about that? Because people always ask me what happened to the Lil Rel down. It just took one random person telling me that name wouldn't be in lights.
Either I'm going to let this business define me, or I'm going to define myself in it, and I'm going to define what it means to me and how it can serve me.
My name is Shagun Oduolo. It is a pleasure to welcome you all to the 23rd Annual Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival.
By virtue of having melanin in your skin, we are all revolutionaries. We all have a part in pushing the needle in the direction which is forward.
The nature of the universe has changed. Everything is moving. There's nothing solid on this planet. And if you're not moving, you ain't in it.
I say create, create, create. This is the time where you have to realize how God-like you are